Yes, my Between the Liners, welcome back to the Between the Lines podcast. It's Arsenal v Manchester United at the Emirates Stadium, Premier League. You've already seen the score, you already know the results. We're actually just recording this just before the game starts. You're going to carry on watching this video, you're going to see our half-time reaction and our full-time reaction first. But firstly, introducing my guest, Mitt, making his first appearance at the studio. Shout out, Mitt.
Cheers, bro. Thank you for having me.
Dom, as you know, regular.
Don't know.
Saeed, fresh back from Bangladesh. Good to have you back in the studio.
Skin just got smoother.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he's looking tender now. Yeah.
All right, boys, quickly, we're going to talk about the score predictions. Mitt, I'm going to come to you first. Or are you confident or nervous, Mitt?
I'm nervous, bro.
Yeah.
You can never be confident with these games. Rivalry. Score prediction, should I just go straight into that?
Go straight into it, bro.
I'm going to say a draw, man.
A draw?
Serious?
In the moment, because we were there for the Palace game, I thought Casemiro, big miss. But I just feel like it's Man United.
No, he's capping. Because before he was saying 3-1 in the car. He's capping.
No, honestly, I just feel like United, sometimes they play to put the other team down more than for themselves. Like City, they needed to win. They beat them 2-1. We need to capitalise, keep the points lead like the same.
Yeah.
So United will definitely turn up. I just think we play a very high line, right? So counters, Rashford, Sancho. I mean, not Sancho. Who's on your right?
Anthony.
Yeah. Because high line's a very risky game, man.
Yeah.
And we've not really been tested this season as well. If I deep it, who have we properly played?
No real pacey front man.
No, we haven't. We haven't played City.
Oh, you still got those 2 games against City, haven't you?
Yeah.
And then Chelsea, a poor Chelsea team.
Poor,
it took a set piece to beat them. Tottenham, like they're off form.
Hey, fuck Spurs, man.
So
they're so dead, but I shot. Where is
He's bowled it.
The only time we've been tested, we've been beaten. So you know.
Any scoreline, sorry? 1-1? 1-1, yeah?
1-1, yeah.
Dom, confident, nervous, and a score prediction, please.
I'm actually pretty confident.
Yeah.
I think, God willing, we score first, innit?
God
If we
willing.
score first, it's a 3-1 thing. We'll do the reverse. Because I think we know how to hold the lead now better than we did the first game.
We'll see about that.
I'll take the draw, though. I'll take the draw. I'm not going to lie.
So scoreline 3-1, yeah?
3-1. I'll go
Wow,
for 3-1.
very brave, very brave. That's getting clipped up when United win, yeah? Saib, confident, nervous, and a score prediction, please.
I think like forms and stuff when it comes to this game goes out the window because it's about the occasion. All the players know it's a big game. Arsenal United, we go like way back past 50 years of this rivalry going on. So I think scores are going to be also because we got no Casemiro and they got Party this time. I do think we'll be 3-1 as well to Arsenal. I think Rashford will get a
3-1 to Arsenal?
Yeah, Rashford.
Shut up.
You know him, yeah?
Hey, don't even try that. I don't believe in judge.
I'm saying draw, yeah? But if I was Saib, I'd be like 4-0 United.
No.
4-0,
This guy caps. Do you know what?
4-0 United.
Oh,
He would underestimate
So what are you doing?
the other team.
So what are you doing?
I'm saying a draw.
No. You're doing that thing, yeah.
We've not been tested.
Yeah.
We've not been tested.
He's playing it safe, but
We've not been tested.
Guys,
listen,
I brought my son for once.
Listen, forget these guys. This is what you came for. United, Ten Hag never makes the same mistake twice. He's already beat Arteta once. He lost to Pep. He beat him the second time. Ten Hag has got Arteta's number already. It's a United 3-1 win at the Emirates.
Okay.
Carry on watching this reaction video. You're going to see a halftime reaction any second now. See you in a sec. Yes, boys. Arsenal Man U 1-1 at halftime. Welcome back and joining us again. It's a halftime break. I'm going to come to the Arsenal boys first. We'll get into the goals after. Initial thoughts in the first half?
I thought it was even, to be fair. It was end to end. Like both the goals came from like mistakes in the final third.
Yeah.
So like, I don't see each team cutting the other team open. It's going to be one of those scrappy games where a rebound, a long shot, a corner, that's what it's going to take. But I still stick by my prediction, man. I think it's going to be a draw.
You know what? I'm quite surprised, yeah? I thought Arsenal were going to come through and start dominating possession. But possession's been about 50-50, I think.
But they have been more threatening.
But you'd expect that at Emirates. Have they really tested De Gea? Not really.
Not really, no. I think it's been even in terms of like
they look a bit threatening in like just around the outside of the box. But other than that, not really.
But I can see Arsenal scoring more of a team build-up goal than United. I think the only goals we're going to get is if it's like a screamer like Rashford has scored.
Yeah,
true.
What
a goal, man. What a goal.
I can see a penalty in this game still. I could see a red card as well.
Either way.
Ben White's on a yellow. Luke Shaw's on a yellow.
Look, boys, let's talk about the goal, yeah, because that's what I really want to speak about. That Rashford goal, the nutmeg on Thomas Partey. You think that would ever happen to Casemiro?
Where the party?
You think that would ever happen to Casemiro?
These
No
guys are
chance.
acting like people can't get nutmegged.
No, but alright, being serious.
come on.
Being serious.
Collectively, we captured about 5 different souls with nutmegs in it. Anthony got about 3
Anthony's been
nutmegs.
doing hella nutmegs. But yeah, the goal, what a nutmeg with Thomas Partey in close area as well. And then the shot.
Calm, bro. You're not gonna have your nutmeg tally. We'll take the score.
You know when he laid off for himself, innit?
Yeah.
Like, we just knew if he just knuckles it right now, it's going in, man.
Like,
I thought
me
he was gonna
inside-
be a knuckleball as well. I'm not gonna lie. That's Rashford territory. This guy always turns up against us, man. I don't know what.
Guaranteed goal, innit?
And the form he's on right now, he's unstoppable. That goal, genuinely, I don't see how you stop that. The nutmeg is almost impossible to stop.
Very,
No, you
very
can't.
The
few
shot,
people
like,
stop that.
you're not going to come in and block that straight away. He took it straight away.
Maybe
finish, I don't see
only
Ramsdale saving that.
Courtois
Only
and
Tuchel can
Donnarumma
save
simply
that.
because they got
Maybe,
long arms,
yeah,
long
yeah,
arms.
yeah.
So
Long
they-
reach, innit?
That's
Fully.
basically it.
Bro,
No,
what a goal.
there was no shame in conceding a goal like that, to be honest.
And I think that the first 10 minutes or first 5-10 minutes, I think you was a bit more on top. Then after that, maybe we started controlling the ball a lot more. And one thing about Ten Hag, yeah, the guy is genius. I ain't seen us play this high against a big team ever.
Yeah, you were
In a
camped in,
long
you
time.
were camped in a half
We
for a
were
long
high,
time.
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
camped in a half for a long time. It was
But yeah, we'll talk about the Arsenal goal.
stressful.
But just before that, though, I do feel like Anthony's doing the whole going at the players. Rashford just needs to do a bit more thing. Just go at them, see, like, worst case, ricochets, isn't it? And then we can
No,
see
but
what,
100% agree. I think he needs to, now that Ben White's on a yellow card as well. People are not going to be a bit more reserved and give them that winger more space now as well. So that's why I'm shook. I think Tomiyasu needs to come on.
Yeah, you probably
Because
put him on that
I
60,
can't risk it, man.
Yeah.
And I think Tomiyasu isn't a bad replacement
No,
for
it's
Ben
not,
White
yeah.
either. So I think he needs to come on. I want to see a bit more of Zinchenko as well. Like,
Yeah.
he's growing into the game. He must
He's
know.
been quite quiet today, actually,
Yeah.
Zinchenko. He's a lot more effective usually.
Yeah,
for
but
you
the
lot.
thing is, he's been quiet, but he's also been out of position as well. We've seen Gabriel getting sucked into Anthony's side, which makes a massive gap in the middle.
Yeah.
I think that they might look to exploit that, so I think Zinchenko needs to fix up.
I think from United point of view, strangely, Rashford has actually been a bit sluggish other than the goal.
Yeah.
He's kind of like slowing down attacks. You know what? Shout out Weghorst, you know?
Yeah,
Because he's been
decent,
like a
innit?
pressing monster today. He
Yeah.
set the tone from the front. And also Anthony, usually he's had pretty bad games. Today, I think he's done very well. Obviously, would prefer if he takes his fullback on a bit more, getting across. But in terms of the hard work
But
and
he's been going at
taking
them,
the team forward, yeah, he's done
been
well.
driving at the like forward and taking it to the wide areas and all that stuff.
In general, who do you think has been like the best player? Let's take from the Arsenal point of view, like the best player for Arsenal so far.
Should we talk about the goal first?
I would say
All right, let's
Xhaka.
talk about the goal. We'll talk about the goal.
Okay, fine.
What have you got to say about the Nketiah goal?
I think it
Typical
would,
goal poacher goal, man.
yeah.
He's dangerous in and around that box.
Very
man.
good ball.
Crowd, by the way, let us know your thoughts on Nketiah because
Yeah.
there's a lot of it's
it's
50-50 like the
50-50.
football.
I rate
world.
Palace striker,
I do
man.
rate him. I do rate him.
I'm in the opposite camp. I told you boys before the game started as well. Like Nketiah, the number of chances he's missed against Spurs, I just think he's like not clinical enough. So that's one of the reasons why I went for a draw, because I don't even think Nketiah would score, which puts a lot more pressure on the players around him to score.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, he's put me right. Like, I mean, he's put me wrong in the sense that he scored now, and he's working hard
Poacher's
for the
goal,
team
yeah.
as well. Yeah, like it was an excellent cross from Xhaka as well. Going to your point around who I think Arsenal's best player is Xhaka, man. Like he's not put a foot wrong. Every part, I think he's got 100% pass completion. That
Probably.
half.
Yeah, I don't
I
really see him.
don't like everything has he hasn't put it
Not
backwards.
Odegaard for his work rate and effectiveness on the ball as well.
Odegaard is
It's one or the other.
He's one or the other.
Yeah.
He's one or the other. But I think Xhaka just edges it because of that cross he put in for Nketiah.
Yeah.
Excellent cross, you know. Like he always turns up against United as well, man. So
He loves playing against United.
Yeah.
I hate Xhaka, man.
yeah, people are saying he's on the road to redemption. I don't think
He
he's
gave
on
the
that
assist,
road,
didn't
bro. He's off it.
He's off it a long time.
Long
Like,
time.
He gave
he's
the
off it a
assist,
long
didn't
time.
He
Yeah,
did,
got
yeah.
the assist, yeah.
He did. He's a sick player, man.
Hey,
There's one thing United need to watch out. Are passing up from the back. Usually it's De Gea that's a culprit, and he's probably at fault today. Passing off to Wan-Bissaka, who both of them ain't great on the ball, and obviously McTominay's in there as well. We're gonna get punished like we got punished for the goal. So
Who'd you say your player?
best player for United so far?
I think what?
You know what? I think Martinez is a shout for that. You know,
I was thinking Martinez in my head.
Martinez
You got
is
a few
shout.
players
Yeah,
who've been doing their
he hasn't
jobs
put
today,
us on.
innit? So I don't know. You could give it to a few players, man.
I'd say maybe Martinez, and you know what? I might even say Weghorst.
That's what I was saying.
For the work
Yeah.
he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got anything else to say?
I mean, I just want to say my little bit about Nketiah first.
Yeah.
Me, I always said that he was like a subpar striker, but over the past 2 seasons, I will genuinely say he's become a lot more lethal. If you give him some more time, I think he'll prove. I mean, he's wearing number 14. Yeah. They're giving him
big shoes to fill.
Yeah. They're big shoes to fill. I think Arteta must see something in training that we don't. Just to remind everybody, on England under 23s,
top goal scorer
ever.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe he hasn't kicked on as much into the men's game, but we all know how much of a big jump that is. We've had plenty of wonder kids never make it.
Since Jesus has been out, he's done well for you.
He's done his job. I just wish he was a little bit. I think we need to get Hornery in to teach him a couple 1-2 things. You know, like
his goal today was good. Just watching the replay there now, his movement for it is good. Timing was great. Finish was great. It's a good goal.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, carry on watching this. You're going to see our full-time reaction any second now. I hope United... All right, quick score prediction for the rest of the game. It's 1-1 now. Mitt, I'm going to come to you first.
I still think there's goals in this game.
You said 1-1 though earlier, innit?
Yeah, but I'm going to change 1-1.
What are you going to say now?
Bro, this guy's a fool.
What are you going to say now?
2-2, bro. It's still a draw.
2-2, yeah.
2-2.
Dom?
I'm sticking with my 3-1, man.
Saib?
I said 3-1
This guy said 3-1 Arsenal
Wait,
before.
listen, initially...
All right, you better kill him for that, yeah?
Yeah, at least just said 3-1, but I think 2-1 Arsenal, innit?
What's wrong with this guy, bro?
No,
Who's
he's
scoring
just
that
being
goal?
realistic.
Who's scoring that?
Odegaard.
Odegaard?
Yeah. Listen, it might be 1-1 or 2-1 to Arsenal, yeah, but it's 4-0 in nutmeg sets. That's all I care about.
All right, look, you already know what I'm thinking. I'm going to stick with my original prediction. I hope I said Rashford to score because that's guaranteed anyway.
Guaranteed.
United 3-1. Carry on watching this. You're going to see our full-time reaction any second now. Safe.
Come on, Arsenal! Come on! Come on!
Nobody ever chat smack about Nketiah again. I told you, bruv. I told you, bro. I told you. No one chats smack about this guy.
Boys, let's get straight into it. We've just finished watching the game. Arsenal 3, Man United 2, a late Eddie Nketiah winner. I'll let you boys take it away.
What a game, man.
Serious game, man. Serious game.
What a game.
Disappointment aside, it was a big game.
Yeah,
Let's be
big
serious,
game.
man. It was a big game, man. Saka, real star boy, our man of the match, definitely. I thought he was gonna score 2, maybe even 3. The way he was eating up. Honestly, the way he was eating.
No, you won the league, man. You won the league.
No, never. Let's not. We got City.
Our title hope is gone,
man.
Our title run's gone, bro.
Yeah, yours is done now.
Yours might be done.
We're 11 points behind Arsenal now. Our title charge is finished.
11 points.
Can I just say,
Yeah.
Can I just say, the last 20 minutes, I was screaming every 10 seconds, stop letting Arsenal play in that zone just outside United's box, and they kept penetrating. And then look what happened. And I knew it was coming.
In fairness,
we let you lot penetrate us so much here. It was bound to happen. And then Kate gets a good goal.
In fairness, you guys have got Casemiro for that job. He would have cleaned up that bit, but we really
we had no composure. No one to collect and pass it out. We couldn't.
I don't know how Scott.
We couldn't string 3
I
passes.
don't know how Scott.
Bruv, how the hell is Scott McTominay still playing for Manchester United?
Every time he had.
And how did he last so long in that game?
I don't get it.
You know what it is?
You
know where it was? The turning point was the substitution by Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Bring on Fred. Taking off Anthony, who was one of your so-called threats.
He was alright, Anthony.
Yeah.
He was doing right.
I think McTominay.
Did you just say how baffed I was when Anthony came off and instead of McTominay?
And that's why you were sitting back because, and that's why we were able to take more risks on your side of the pitch because we didn't need to worry about Anthony. All we had to do was keep Rashford on lock,
Exactly.
and that was it.
We lost that because Fernandes ain't doing that going out the plays kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think I saw him like 3-4 times. As I said, he's on the ball, he's gonna lose it, and what happened? Boom. And then the counter press.
Ericsson could have come off as well. He done nothing that all game.
Yeah, Ericsson was pretty quiet.
He got spun by Saka and got that goal.
Everyone would have got spun by Saka the way he was playing today.
All right, let's talk about chronologically. We'll talk about the second half. Arsenal came out firing, to be honest. First 10 minutes, you had us under pressure. We couldn't really get out of our half. You got the goal that you probably deserved. Was it Saka? Saka with an outrageous goal. Like unstoppable pretty much. Ericsson probably should have closed it down quicker.
Actually, you would
better than Rashford's?
Yeah.
Maybe, probably, yeah.
Rashford was closer.
No, Rashford's swerve was better though.
I don't know. About equal maybe.
Yeah.
Because Rashford got the nutmeg, like, I don't know.
I think it was harder for De Gea because he had a lot of mans in between. But it was still a good
De Gea
finish
should be saving it?
nonetheless.
What do you think?
No.
No,
No, it was good shot, man. Good
Bounce just
angle.
Bounce as well, yeah. Went straight
But
to
De
the
Gea's
corner.
making those
Side
again
netting as well.
nervy, the dumb punches.
That punch was unreal, man. What's going on with that?
Was that the third goal?
No. Like, it was
no.
Oh,
just
just in general,
Just a
yeah.
random
Random
call,
play, yeah.
and he punished it for some reason.
I actually think De Gea was a cause for a lot of our problems today,
Yeah.
innit?
Now I said it for 20 minutes. They were playing in that zone. Like that. De Gea punch was an example of like
Yeah.
we couldn't
Nervousness,
compose
yeah.
nothing from the back.
Nervousness,
Like it was
yeah.
just so long for us, man. And they were bound to score, man.
All right, but yeah, Arsenal got the second goal. Sorry, the first goal in the second half. The Saka goal, great goal, and then suddenly within like 5 minutes, we got a goal, and I didn't expect that. Martinez with a great header.
great header,
Aaron Ramsdale, big mistake from him, innit? Dropped the ball,
You know what?
parried it out from probably a
I wouldn't say it's
easy
his
catch.
mistake
Yeah.
because
No?
he got obstructed
Yeah,
by
by one of our
Your own
centre
players,
halves.
yeah.
If it was
Big,
United player, it would have been a
It would have
foul.
been, yeah.
But Gabriel, I think it
I
was.
think it's Tomiyasu maybe, but yeah.
It might have been
actually, it was
Tomiyasu. Yeah, it
Tomiyasu,
was
yeah.
Tomiyasu, yeah.
So like I won't put it fully on him, but like
Still should be catching that,
mate,
really.
Martinez, like if we didn't win the game today, I reckon he was a good contender for man of the match.
Martinez, yeah. He played well other than that. He even obviously
Yeah.
scored a goal, important
He
goal as
hasn't
well.
put a foot wrong.
But even after we scored, after that, it just looked like you lot were relentless. Didn't really give us any time to breathe.
Yeah.
Straight back on the attack. Had us under pressure like the last 20 minutes of that half. And look, you lot know, if you lot have been watching my YouTube videos, I've been very confident that Arsenal are going to lose this game. And it's come back to bite me. When I go to the barber shop next week, I'm going to get rinsed. I've been chatting so much crud the last 2 weeks.
Yo.
I am getting
Is
rinsed.
your barber an Arsenal fan?
No, he's United, but the owner of the barber
yeah.
is an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
And I've
Two
been
of them,
I've been chatting
See,
so
my
much
barber's a
crud.
United fan. So
yeah.
I made sure to get my trim in
Trim
before
before
the
the
game,
game.
because he ain't seen me for another month if it went the other way. But mate,
I didn't say Arsenal get 3 goals, by the way. So
No, but I knew there was. That second goal from Martinez came out of the blue. I'll be honest with you.
it did,
That's
to be
why I
fair,
was
yeah.
thinking like 3-1 because
Yeah.
I knew that Trossard was going to get on the pitch,
Yeah.
and to be honest, even though we only saw him for like 6-7 minutes, he was looking dangerous.
Mate.
I thought he was going to come in from Martinelli because he didn't really do much.
I think he did more in that minutes
Yeah,
that he
yeah,
had
yeah.
on the pitch than Martinelli had the whole game.
yeah.
Possibly.
Like,
Yeah.
I think it's important we improved in that position because Martinelli needs to fix
It's
up.
tense because I think like Martinelli will have a lot of more joy with a lot of different teams, but Wan-Bissaka, bro.
Yo,
Oh, shout out Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka,
still.
bro.
that tackle
Shout out
against
Wan-Bissaka still.
was it Martinelli?
Bro,
That was a very good performance.
I saw a Zaha interview.
I
He
saw
said-
that as
Yeah,
well.
He was talking
Yeah.
about the.
He's like, I
scoop
saw
tackle,
Aaron behind me, and I
he's
was like, I knew he was going to get it.
because like, and he did the same scoop tackle now. Like,
Yeah.
come.
He's so good at that.
If we saw Gabriel doing that in the box, we'd be going.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So
All right, we'll take on to the third decisive goal for Arsenal. Nketiah with, I don't want to say tapping because it's probably better than that. innit?
Yeah, 100%.
Good reactions.
Yeah, flicks.
He got in
After
the right space in the
Odegaard's
right
shot,
time.
right space, right time.
Yeah, reaction was great.
Good reactions, managed to put it past De Gea. And after all the criticism that Nketiah's come from outside Arsenal fans and Arsenal fans, you could kind of say that he deserves his place in the team now, no?
yeah, definitely.
He's justified
let
it
me,
now.
Let me put it this way, yeah.
He's
I
a
don't think
good enough backup striker.
He
for
can
Arsenal?
do. Besides maybe the heading and the physical presence, he can do everything that Giroud was doing on that 20-game run where he didn't fucking score shit,
yeah.
and he can score goals and link up play. And I promise you, in the box, so he's dangerous, man. He's a dangerous guy.
He's grown as a player since last season.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
And I you can see that as well. Because this time last year, I think he's good enough for. No disrespect to
Yeah.
Palace, but I think he's a Palace striker. I would have said Newcastle, but they're like on a different.
They're a
league
different level
Like,
now, yeah.
They've got new owners. You might see.
I still
them.
think K is a Palace striker, man.
You think?
He's good, but it's like he'll fit in with all the, you know, so Palace is basically a team full of like London ballers, bro. You know, the Mandem basically.
Yeah.
He fits into that team nicely, man.
But I won't say he's like good enough to lead the line for us.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm
let me
saying,
ask
yeah.
you a question, yeah? Because Dom rates Nketiah mad.
Yeah.
Like I've improved my ratings for him,
Yeah.
but
I
still
told you he's gonna score 2. I knew it.
say
I knew
next
it, I knew
game
it.
week. Next game week, Jesus is fit again. Does he displace Nketiah in the lineup?
I would because I
Like,
feel
getting
Nketiah
to the
is
soul
the
out
type
of
of
me.
guy that goes through purple patches, innit? So I feel you just play him until he starts running a bit dry, you know.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes
You get
sense.
me?
But going
It's
back
like,
to
it's like Hernandez when you guys had him at
Bruv, I
Chicharito.
don't even feel like doing this match.
It's like when they had Chicharito and they were using him,
Yeah,
using him
finish your
properly, innit?
question.
That's it.
I know.
I would just use him until he stops producing as much.
Yeah,
and then just bring in Jesus.
If he goes on a bit of a run of games where he's not really scoring, he'll probably throw in Jesus.
Yeah, throw in Jesus.
De Gea made that nice save as well.
From Nketiah.
Nketiah, yeah.
Close
See,
range.
that's the thing. He comes in patches, even in games.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not good enough.
Sorry, I reckon like he should have like buried that. Any other striker would have buried it. Haaland finishing that any day, any day of the week.
What I'm saying is, I'm glad my phone's broken because.
All right, boys. All right, I'm gonna come to you guys first. Who do you think was the worst player in your team today? Or disappointing? Not worst, but maybe disappointing.
Oh, that's a hard
It's a hard one.
question.
It's a hard
Zinchenko?
We were
Zinchenko?
Zinchenko didn't have a good game.
I think he
He made
went up a bit
yeah.
in the second half.
second half.
But not as good as he usually is,
Yeah,
maybe.
I'm trying to
That's
think.
Other than that,
Who could it be, man?
I'm trying to think.
Party? Was he a bit quiet today?
No.
I
He
think
made
no,
the tackles. He made
no
the tackles.
party,
Yeah.
no party, bro. I'm
Yeah,
telling you
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. He
If
made the
party
tackles.
wasn't today, like fit today,
It would have been long.
we're losing, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fully.
very, very long.
Like you know that stat we saw before the game against Casemiro
Before
started
Casemiro, with and without.
Even without. It's
Like,
probably
probably
similar.
Casemiro
It's
is
probably
our-
similar.
Probably the same for
Yeah,
Party.
yeah.
Same. So if Casemiro was fit, it was going to be a battle between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think today, the battle was like in the wings and the creative.
You could see we was lacking a CD here a minute
Yeah,
today. Like
fully.
McTominay is just not
Bro.
levels at all, bro.
I'm starting to wonder whether he'll even make it at Newcastle. I'll be honest with you, man. No. You think Eddie Howe wants someone
If
like that?
Longstaff can get in that midfield,
Yeah,
I'm
Longstaff
sure
is better.
McTominay
But I
can
think
get
they're
in.
similar
Longstaff
modes
is-
of players.
Yeah, man, they're the
Except
same.
I think Longstaff's. He's an underrated player, man.
I
After
think
that-
so. I
after
think
that-
he's got a better passing
that-
range than McTominay.
That Newcastle.
I saw
Fulham-
McTominay lump it
I'm
once or
sick of
twice. and
McTominay, man. Honestly.
You know, he's not good enough for United. Do you know what I mean? Like,
We've been
I
saying
want
that
to say
for how
one
long?
thing, by the way. I want to say one thing. Shout out Weghorst, because I thought he had a pretty. Obviously, he didn't really do much on the ball,
He's shaking the ball.
but his work rate off the ball
Yeah.
and pressing the team
Yeah.
was very helpful for United. And actually, some of his link-up play, like around the halfway
Was alright.
line,
It was decent.
Was pretty decent.
But
as
you know
well.
when he's like when he got the ball and he's trying to dribble up here, he doesn't feel comfortable at all.
Of course,
he was
yeah.
kind of doing what Joe Linton was doing for Newcastle
Yeah,
when he
yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
score
When he couldn't
goals.
score goals.
I thought Rashford was a lot better in the second half as well.
Do you reckon?
Improved it. He improved a lot compared to the first half. He was a lot better. I thought.
Do you know what? The second half is clouded by that 20 minutes of Arsenal just penetrating
Yeah.
That
us.
feels that feels harsh.
You know
I think-
what? I think it is Zinchenko.
It is
Going
Zinchenko,
back to your
though.
question.
Yeah.
Maybe your most disappointing player
Yeah,
this
most
game,
disappointing.
which ain't the worst thing.
Like
but
if we
yeah.
were to rate him, I'd give him
I'd
like
give him
a six and a
Yeah,
half.
6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that ain't bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah,
Who do we have on that flank? Anthony, right?
yeah. And Anthony had a good. We said Anthony had a good first half, innit? So it
Our
kind of
worst
makes
player was
sense.
McTominay or De Gea.
For sure.
All right, Saib, I'm going to come to you. Yeah, I was going to say, who's the most disappointing player for United?
McTominay. I don't know why he wasn't subbed off for Fred.
Like, what did he do today?
No idea.
I didn't really see his defensive
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Didn't really see him moving it forward.
Yeah, and alongside like Ericsson and De Gea as well, man. It's just like,
I don't think Ericsson was our most disappointing today.
no, but
He made some-
He was ineffective. He was ineffective.
That Odegaard
He made
shot,
some decent
Yeah,
blocks.
he
that was a goal.
But maybe he was at fault for Saka's goal, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, what about you guys? Who do you think was the most disappointing player for United?
It has to be McTominay.
McTominay, yeah?
I don't know how, like, forget about the stats or whatever, or how many. Someone might come in the comments and be like, "Oh yeah, we didn't really lose the ball that much." Trust me, we were watching the game.
Yeah,
Eye test.
it was bad.
Yeah, it was
was
shocking.
bad.
It was shocking. He just
Look at that.
looks.
I think
Doesn't look like that
Saka might have got the man of the match. We've got it up here. I'm not sure. So let's come to the man of the match for you guys. Mitt, come to you first. Man of the match.
Man of the match for me is Saka.
Yeah, same here
I'd say
actually.
Saka because that was the turning point. We scored.
He did.
Yeah,
He got it.
He
He got it.
got player of the match. Yeah,
He scored. Like
hit the post as well.
Yeah, hit the post. He
was a threat
Your biggest
every
threat.
time.
Your biggest threat was down that
Biggest-
side.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Every time we got the ball, we was nervous.
See what I'm talking about? Purple patch. Eddie and Nketiah are 7 goals in 7 appearances in his. Play him until his legs fall off and you
Yeah.
can sit him on a bench.
So you starting him over
Play him in some
Jesus?
Europas. I'm telling you, you just play players like that.
for sure. Like I think man of the match for sure. Saka. He hasn't put a foot wrong. Every dribble led to something. He tested Shaw. Like still did well against him.
And Shaw's really on form right now,
Yeah.
and he made Shaw like some any left back.
Yeah,
To be
man.
honest,
To be honest, Shaw was backing into his
Yeah.
own box a lot.
he's backing
man.
off him a lot.
Yeah.
You could say Shaw was a bit disappointing today. You know.
Yeah, because every time Saka had the ball,
Yeah.
he just looked like Shaw wasn't
He's running
comfortable.
backwards, yeah. He weren't comfortable at
And he
all,
was
yeah.
letting him in the box all the time as well. So
And he didn't really threaten attacking wise either. Shaw
No,
today.
no.
Like
Which is quite a surprise.
You brought Fred on, yeah, thinking you're gonna keep Saka on lockdown, but I don't
Nothing
think-
changed.
Nothing changed.
Nothing
It
changed.
made you lot worse offensively
Yeah.
because in the
Surely
second
this
half,
is the-
at the second half,
the only chance you lot had was that Rashford through ball that got into a mix-up between
From Bruno.
Tomiyasu and other than that,
Once we shoved out Bruno to the right, we did nothing.
know.
in attack.
Surely,
But then again,
surely.
man, if you had done the switch that you guys were talking about, put Fred straight from McTominay, you would have still had the same attacking. It could have been a completely different game if you ask me.
it's a substitution.
And surely this is McTominay's, maybe Fred's last season.
No, Fred's alright, man.
Just, I don't want to see them after the summer, man.
I think, look, McTominay gets in there because of the homegrown quota.
I would take Fred at Arsenal as a backup for Partey.
He's not a CDM though.
Yeah, he's not
Fred's
Fred.
not a CDM.
He's a box to box.
Yeah.
innit?
And we need a CDM because Fred is like a Lokonga or a
Yeah.
Fred's alright if you're like
I mean, he's
winning the
better than
game
them
last
two.
20 minutes and you want to chuck him on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's better than the other two we have.
we
So I'm
have,
saying,
yeah,
man,
but he won't. He'll be a boxing. He'll be a Xhaka replacement.
Yeah,
more than,
yeah,
more than
yeah,
a Partey
That's true.
replacement.
You got a good point.
Alright, Dom, your man of the match, Saka as well.
Yeah, definitely Saka, man.
Saib,
Yeah, definitely
real
Saka
star,
as well.
a real star boy, man. I'm telling you,
Look,
he's the truth.
I've said in quite a few videos how good I think
Yeah,
Saka
yeah,
is.
true,
I've said it for
true.
quite a while
You
as
said it
well.
for-
It's mad. Yeah.
Saka's a baller.
England's looking tacky, man. Saka, Rashford, both sides. Oof.
It's mad how we're all saying Saka, even though Nketiah got 2 goals, bro.
Yeah, but Nketiah's a close.
No,
a
yeah,
close,
fair enough.
close.
And then Kane played like very good as well.
Played
But
well,
it's
yeah.
about what Saka did the whole game, man. Like eye test
Yeah,
again,
exactly,
innit? You've seen
yeah.
the whole game, so
Saib, Saka
yeah,
man
Saka,
of the match?
100%.
I'll probably give it to Saka as well, to be honest. Who's their biggest threat? All right, but looking ahead, I think this game done. I want to put it to the back of my mind. Looking ahead, Arsenal have got Manchester City next in the FA Cup next Saturday.
Yeah.
Your next league game is against Everton, so it should be an easy win against
Everton,
Everton.
we
Really,
should be turning
Is
them
it?
over.
I think you're at home, yeah.
I want to see us
For both games, you're at home.
I still think we need 1 or 2 players. I
Look-
hope we can get that. But I want to see us play some different players.
You got
against
Trossard in there as well to help your attack
yeah,
out as well,
yeah,
which
I
is a
wanna
solid
see us
signing.
mix it up against Everton. We should win it anyway.
I'm going to come to both of you now. You've just beaten United. Title winning credential?
Not yet.
No?
No, City are 2.
You don't worry
What,
about
are you
2
just
seasons,
playing it safe
no,
though?
no.
Come on, inside, you're telling me don't feel it right now, bro.
No, wait. Let me.
Last minute winner against United.
Unlike a lot of other Arsenal fans that they talk about, we're rational in it. We've seen what City has to. Like when Liverpool were pushing them and lost out by 1 point, what, twice?
1
Are
point,
you
yeah.
nuts, bro?
Bro, like
Can you imagine the egg on our face if that happens?
we're realistic, innit? We're not like we've done being optimistic, bro.
Yeah.
Last season, like top 4, we were favourites for top 4. What happened at the end? Boom.
Yeah.
We're gone. Like all it takes is a Partey injury for our season to be over. And then also, let's not write off City. City are a quality team, yeah. Liverpool have dropped off this season, but City, they've got a wake up call in that Tottenham game, and I think that's gonna be a turning point for them as well. Pep went straight at them and the fans. That's gonna drive them crazy as well. Like no team goes 2-0 down to Spurs. Independent, you know Spurs are their bogey team as well.
Yeah,
They're always
they
like
win
beat them.
quite a lot of games against City, innit?
So you thought that game was done out after half
thought it
time.
was finished,
They came back, scored 4 like it's nothing. bro. I don't even think we can do
Mahrez
that.
was too class
Like,
in that game.
Not let alone not even against another like West Ham or something. I don't think we'll do
I
that.
don't think you can do that.
Yeah, they did it against Spurs. So I think City are gonna keep at us. It's can we keep our team fit, and can we like get points off City when it comes to? Because what are we 8 points ahead if we win our game in hand against City? I mean, if we win our game, because I think we played a game less than
Less than
City.
them, yeah.
So if we win that, it's
Yeah.
8 points difference.
Yeah.
Let's say we lose to City both times because
Yeah,
we've
still
always
2
done
points.
that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
2 point difference.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
game,
not-
bro.
yeah, it's nothing.
That's a game.
Yeah,
We
it's
still
nothing.
got who else do we have to play? Anfield away.
Yeah.
Anfield like crazy game as well.
Yeah.
Liverpool are shit right now.
Yeah, but
But
still.
it's
And
bro,
you're dispatching teams for fun, bro.
You know-
I don't even like saying that,
they,
but you are like.
they gave us a game at Emirates when Liverpool came to Emirates. Yeah, it was 3-2, but it was end to end,
was
kind of
end-to-end.
like this game as
Yeah,
well.
kinda like this,
Like it's not going to be like that when we get to Anfield because we've got some.
I got a quick question. How do you
bad
think
memories.
Arteta tactically maybe handled this game against Ten Hag? Has he won the battle? Obviously, he's won the game.
100%
Did he win the
he's won the
battle?
battle.
Definitely won it.
100%.
Definitely
I think pre-match or like half-term analysis, we said Ben White's on a yellow.
Took
him off.
Come on. Tomiyasu came on at half-time. We thought 60th minute.
Yeah, I said 60. But
You got the ground
didn't
running
win
as
it.
well.
Brought on Trossard.
Trossard
Had an impact.
Yeah, big impact.
at the right time.
Yeah, the right time as
Trossard,
well.
honestly, that debut, like again, he hasn't put the foot wrong. He feels fearless driving at the defense. Then he fed the ball to Zinchenko, who pinged it in for which led to the Nketiah goal as well.
Maybe Ten Hag lost this battle because he brought on Fred, didn't change nothing. Anthony was playing well.
Should have taken off
Probably shouldn't have taken him off. Maybe should have taken McTominay off. Maybe could have taken Eriksen off.
That one will keep him up at night. Why didn't I switch?
Maybe should have brought on Garnacho earlier. Gave him 2 minutes at the end. What's the 18-year-old meant to do in 2 minutes?
I think the game was lost. With that substitution.
Yeah, you could say Arteta won this battle against Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Not because of Arteta's brilliance. It's more so because of Ten Hag's mistakes.
He made a mistake.
If he switched McTominay for Fred,
it would have been a different game. Definitely.
It would have been a draw at best for us.
Yeah, I think so.
Possibly.
I'll be honest.
They might have gone the same way.
What,
it might have done
3-2.
Yeah.
It might have done, but I wasn't.
Fred's not really a CDM either.
No, but
and he didn't really do nothing when he came on either.
He does put himself about a lot more than McTominay. That looks.
Yeah,
but then Bruno wouldn't have moved to the right.
Yeah, that's true.
Bruno would have been in the middle.
Yeah,
would have creating more chances or whatever. I just feel like I just have this memory of Fred scoring finesse goals. It's like I don't know where I'm going.
Only you, man, have those memories. I don't have those memories, bro.
Fred is cold. I don't know something about you.
He's not cold.
You're not having him in Arsenal. Allow it.
I told you I'll take him, bro. He's better than El Noni.
All right, quickly, I just want to interrupt you. I don't know what Roy Keane's doing with that moustache, but if he had a tan, he'd fit in on Narcos or something. I don't know what my man's on. But yeah, Saib, coming to United, we've got Nottingham Forest next in the League Cup semis, first leg. We've then got Reading at Old Trafford, 4th round FA Cup, which we're going to. Yeah. Watch out for that vlog. In the Premier League, we've got Palace again, but at home this time. Yeah. The first game back. That's so weird. What do you think for United now? Like, maybe a trophy in the League Cup?
Hear me out.
Go for it.
Title challenge is done, but we're still going for the treble.
Is the title challenge done?
Title challenge is done. It's finished,
11 points away.
11 points away?
It's finished, bro.
But nice little treble, don't it? Karoba, FA, Europa.
What's Karoba? What's Karoba?
Oh, Karoba, sorry.
Man came back from Bangladesh fresh.
Yeah, trust me, bro. Innit? Lost all languages there.
Yo, someone let me know what the Karoba Cup is. Yeah? What? Do you think Karoba FA Cup?
And the biggest competition of all time, the
Europa League. Yeah, I hear that.
If Barca's in it, then it's the biggest trophy of all time.
I hear that. Best European competition is definitely Europa League.
I'd love a cheeky Europa. Cheeky one. I told you at the beginning of the season I would take a top 4 in Europa.
I kind of wish I didn't even do this today. Man United have lost 3-2 to Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. You know what? I want to put some credit on Arsenal because I was confident before the game. I thought Ten Hag was going to do a masterclass. We've ended up losing the game, and probably fairly, to be honest. Arsenal probably deserved the win. So shout out to Arsenal. You're probably going to win the league. I'd rather you not win the league than City, to be honest.
No, that's not.
No, you know why? Because then City don't do 3 in a row like we did.
Oh yeah,
and we can hold that against them. And Arsenal aren't really a threat, to be honest. Look, they're going to win one league title every 20 years. One league title every 20 years doesn't really bother me. Doesn't really bother me.
Yeah, we just have to firm a week of you lot chatting shit.
I'm gonna come. But you know what? Yeah, I just want to say on this.
Go for it.
We're forgetting this is Ten Hag's first. We're forgetting it's Ten Hag's first season, bro.
Yeah.
Like if he's making us have a run for our money.
Yeah.
In his first season, when he recruits more people in the summer,
something to be concerned about.
Like fully,
it's long.
like
it's very,
next,
very long.
like you weren't meant to be in the title race because this is Ten Hag's first season, and he asked the question.
Was close enough.
So like, I'm scared about United. I will always be scared about United, but with Ten Hag like leading them, I feel like.
Bro, we'll see next season.
You think United should get top 4 now?
Yeah.
I always said you guys are going to come 5th in it, but now I actually think like,
did I not put them 3rd as well in the prediction in the early episode?
No.
Me, you, Ryan had them 3rd.
If you deep it,
Ryan had them 4th.
If you deep it, besides the first two games of this season, you've been crazy good.
Yeah.
Like you
Very
add those
good.
6 points that you've dropped to what you have right now, you still be in a title race even after this game.
it's true.
A different United might have turned up today because they know that they were fully in a title race as well.
I hear it.
Like me and Man United and Arsenal had the best form in the last 7 games. Like we both won like 6 and drawn 1.
Yeah.
So like it was 2 informed clubs facing it off. I think Casemiro was a big difference.
Of course,
Big difference. So like man, United are to be scared of next year.
Anyway, boys, thanks for coming. Saib, anything to say?
Karoba Cup.
Karoba Cup. Thanks for coming. Dom.
Yeah, man. Just happy to see us where we belong in it.
Mitt, thanks for coming to the studio for the first time. Anything to say, bro?
Thank you, bro. I think I've had a sick time.
My son,
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been great.
PwC's finest.
My weekend's been blessed.
Every Arsenal game we watch it together. Now we won one. We watch it together.
And Dom don't wear no Arsenal top.
No, I know Arsenal
He's
top
a
when
fake
Arsenal
fan.
are playing,
So
man.
this is the strategy going forward. You don't wear a top. I
Yeah,
wear
and you
a
went
top.
top. There we go. Street.
All right, listen, this is the Between the Lines podcast. I'm your host, Adnan. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video right now. See you on the next one. More unbelievable content coming out in 2023. I'm doing this all by myself. I'm coming for every single podcast out there. Peace out.
Peace out.
Robocop.
Between the lines.